Hello and welcome to Wilkes Now. I'm Allison Cibulka.
And I'm Walter Blavis.
So we are back in our brand new center. How does it feel, Walt?
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it too. You know, we have such a great facility and I'm so excited to be back on the air and doing what I love.
1 year later, we're back here.
I know, right? It's crazy. Okay, and today will mark our first broadcast from the new Karambelas Media Center. The center costs $4 million to build and houses state-of-the-art equipment for each communications club. Before the completion of the center, classes and clubs associated with the Communication Studies Department were scattered across campus. With its completion, students are able to better interact with one another and work together on projects. We are extremely grateful to Theresa and Clayton Karambelas for giving us this amazing gift. Now let's take a look at the new center.
Hello everybody, welcome to the new Karambelas Media Center, the crown jewel of the comm department here at Wilkes University. Come with me as we take a short tour through this new building. If you look behind me right now, you'll see the bubble, which is the center and the hub of our new comm building. This is a place where all the students can gather, work together on stories, and talk about ideas for new segments and shows that they might have, as well as catch up on some homework. Right now, we're in the Beacon's headquarters, where the news of today is reported by the journalists of tomorrow. The Beacon covers life, arts, and entertainment, news, opinion, sports, and all things pertaining to Wilkes University campus. Right now, I'm in Zebra, our on-campus public relations agency. Zebra works with local organizations and nonprofits and helps to promote their cause. Right now, we're outside the speech and debate office looking at some of their trophies from past years. They cover forensics, speech and debate, extemporaneous speaking, and many, many more categories. Here we are in the new television studio. Students now have access to new television equipment that they will find in the field as soon as they graduate from Wilkes. We are state-of-the-art and up to a modern standard. And we are in 90.7 WCLH, our on-campus radio organization. We specialize in bringing you metal, alternative, and hip-hop every day of the week. Listen to some of our specialty shows, and you'll hear why we are one of the best stations in the Valley. And that concludes our tour of the clubs in the new Karambelas Media Center. I hope you enjoyed. Back to you guys in the studio.
It's amazing to see how the center has developed. Thank you. Wilkes Giving Tree Project is currently underway. This year's drive supports the children at the Wilkes-Barre Children and Youth Center. The tree is located on the first floor of the Henry Student Center. Please choose a tag, purchase the appropriate item, and return it to the student info desk or the Interfaith office by December 15th. Please wrap the gift item and securely attach the tag to the gift. Help give local children a great gift this year. Have a happy holiday season. We'll be right back after a short public service announcement.
Mother Earth, a gift under our care. Let's not go back. Nurture nature. Nourish the soil and your soul. Let's mend our planet together. Make Mother Earth smile.
Thanks for staying tuned. Lambda Kappa Sigma Professional Pharmacy Fraternity is hosting an entertainment drive for the patients at Janet Weiss Children's Hospital. The hospital is looking for new board games, card games, markers, colored pencils, Play-Doh, books, and movies, so the children have something to do while they are undergoing treatment. Please consider donating items before winter break so they can make a donation in time for Christmas and the winter holidays. Donation boxes are located outside of the pod and on the first floor of the sub. Or you can email Maya Loesser at wilkes.edu or arrange a pickup. Please feel free to contact her at her email with any questions you may have. Thank you in advance for your donation. And now we're going to take it over to our very own Luke Madrowski with Sports Now.
Welcome to Sports Now. I'm Luke Madrowski, and we are pleased to have head coach John Sumoski from the women's soccer team. Coach, first of all, you had a pretty impressive season this year, and we want to congratulate you,
Thank you.
from everybody here on such a fantastic run. It was really fun to watch. Not only yourself, but the girls on the field just have such a successful season.
Thank you.
So, looking back on this season, is there one particular moment that you think stands out more than any?
I think the defining moments in any season are how you deal with the highs and the lows. For us, trying to get through some of the lows in the season, there's always going to be trying times. Whether it be a loss or a conflict between two players or player and coach, I think the best you can try to do is eliminate those distractions from other players and from yourself, solve problems, and I thought we did that very well, especially after the DeSales loss, and then we had a little bit of a rift going on within the team, and we took care of that right away. And I think those defining moments really dictate how your season's going to go.
So take us back to the NCAA selection show. Obviously, not getting the automatic bid after the conference championship loss to Misericordia. Just what about your emotions and just how the show carried itself out?
Well, it's a difficult thing to do to try to determine whether to have a moment where everyone's going to get together and watch the show, because you always run the risk of not getting into the tournament and having to deal with those emotions. I had a pretty good feeling we were going to get in just from the math that I had done the night before and speaking to certain people. Knowing our regional rank, certainly felt like we deserved to be there, and we proved that we deserved to be there once we got in. But to see the names go, or the teams go through the list and the bracket, and to be one of the last few that were recognized and into the tournament was very stressful for me. I just felt, wasn't too sure how I was going to deal with it if we didn't get in, but at the end of the day, like I said, I thought we deserved to get in. We got in. It was just a fantastic feeling when they announced Wilkes.
Yeah, so the fifth to last team, that's got to be crazy. So obviously getting into the NCAA tournament, securing the program's first ever win. What does that mean to you?
Well, in 2005, we went to the tournament as the automatic qualifier from the Freedom Conference, and we went to Stevens and got beat 5-0. So, to me, I wanted to make sure our women knew that we were not going here and just being happy to be here. And I felt like they had the confidence to persevere and compete at a high level. And I didn't really feel like I needed to say a whole lot to them about, hey, we're here to win. And I just felt like once they hit the field, it was pretty obvious that they meant business. So
our director, Michaela Oliverio, might not like this, but we do have a video of the goal that she scored. It was a crazy bicycle kick, and we'll have to take a look at this here once our crew gets it up. But it was just spectacular. I was there, obviously, with the radio, doing the broadcast, looking at it, and it was just something you just don't see.
Yeah.
I mean, Michaela Oliveira just falls right on her back, and boom, it goes in the net. And that was something we'll have to take a look at this here. We'll see if our team has it.
Yeah, I mean, Michaela's goal, you can see Catherine played a great ball in, and I think it was just spur of the moment. Michaela kind of felt the moment was there, and she tried it. It's something that she's never done, as far as I know, but it's the kind of thing you see on TV a lot. And I think, another defining moment for us was when we were in Spain this year and got to see Barcelona with that historic win over Paris Saint-Germain. And when you see something like that, I feel like you believe anything's possible. But I also feel like there was some energy within the team that helped Michaela that day do something like that, because it requires a lot of confidence. And I think, if you don't have everyone running on all cylinders, a positive energy about the bench. Things like that just don't happen.
So let's look ahead to next year. Obviously, a very successful season this year, but now we're looking ahead to the 2018 season. What can you tell us about just maybe your excitement for next year?
Well, we will be excited. I mean, I said that this year when people were asking, how are you guys going to be? And I basically said, we're going to be excited. I can't predict how we're going to do and how the team's going to come together. I felt like the last 2 years I've experimented quite a bit with different things, and I failed quite a bit. And I think, you know, you learn from your mistakes and you move on. And you know, I had a colleague of mine talk to me last year from another school and say, well, aren't you concerned that if this doesn't work, you're going to, you know, your season's not going to go well? And I said, look, you know, we're going to be in this business for 18 more years. I don't want to retire not knowing that I've tried everything to put my team in the best position to be successful on and off the field.
It makes a lot of sense. It's awesome to see you're willing to try different things and just see what works and what doesn't. As I'm sure you figured out, not everything's going to work.
Yeah.
So that's all we have today for Sports Now. I'm Luke Bedrowski, and we'll be right back right after this short public service announcement.
Cancer will strike more than 175,000 kids worldwide this year alone. The likelihood that teens and young adults will survive cancer is far greater when treated by pediatric oncologists. Survival can depend on experts in childhood cancer and collaborative groundbreaking research. To learn how you can help keep these kids in play, go to stbaldrick's.org/inplay or standuptocancer.org/pediatrics.
12% of the world's population are without clean drinking water. And yet 1 trillion gallons of water a year are wasted in the United States. We take turning on the tap for granted. Others do not. With 7 billion people in our world today, isn't it time we learned to share? Please turn off your faucet. Because once our water is gone, we're all gone.
Dinner for Kids is expanding the Wilkes-Barre. The program offers nutritious dinners for kids whose families are unable to provide dinner each evening. Volunteers deliver meals every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoon from Ollie's Restaurant on Wyoming Ave in Edwardsville. The program needs volunteers. Teams of 2 are encouraged, one to drive, one to deliver the meals to the door. Please contact Kristen Ospower at kristenospower@wilkes.edu or David at dotevet@epics.net to volunteer. For more information on the program, please visit their website at www.dinnersforkids.com. Now, let's check in with Amanda Bilek at the Sardoni Art Gallery. Then, after that, we'll see me checking out some of Wilkes' talented singers.
As the leader of the pop art movement, he blurred the lines of the commercial world and fine arts. He was a Pittsburgh native and became Pennsylvania's biggest success story. The legacy of artist Andy Warhol lives on here at the Sardoni Art Gallery. 15 Minutes from Image to Icon includes screen prints, photography, and film by Warhol. This collection is comprised of pieces from Maine, Iowa, New York, California, and Pennsylvania. His most iconic works on display are the Campbell's Soup and the Marilyn Monroe screen prints.
What makes this exhibition unique is the message that the director was trying to get across. Generally, when we talk about Warhol, we talk about this persona he had created, but we don't really talk about the crafting of the persona. So following around the room, you could really see his development as an artist and as a person, and creating this persona that we see in Men in Black 3 and American Horror Story. You know, he's still coming up culturally. So when you take a look at it and you follow through, you see his when he was growing up in poverty, that sort of love of the supermarket, because it was kind of like going to Disneyland for him, and being able to come in here and see that he had an obsession with celebrities like a lot of us have today, and he loved the movies and he loved taking pictures, and it's just that he's a really accessible, personable person that I think anyone can get excited about.
The gallery is inside the Karambelas Media and Communications Center on South Main Street in Wilkes-Barre. The exhibition is open and free to the public from now until December 20th.
Well, I think it's one of those things where first and foremost, we've brought like a New York City kind of exhibition right here to downtown Wilkes-Barre. So we have the ability to make the arts that are normally in much larger metropolitan areas and bring them to our community and our campus here. It's now creating and fostering a love for the arts. So possibly we can create art lovers by having a decent experience here and then having people wanting to explore further through their own research or their own experiences.
For more information, visit the Wilkes University website or the Sordoni Art Gallery Facebook page.
Vocal group allows students a safe environment to practice their vocals. Here you can see a few talented students working on their songs and music right now. And Wilkes has some talented students. I'm Walter Blavis, and back to you in the studio. I had a great time listening to those singers. Real beautiful voices we have here. We'll be right back after this next public service announcement.
Just go do it. Go do it. If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence. Thank you for joining us today. We are thrilled to be back on the air. Just a reminder, you can check out our broadcast live every Tuesday at 12 o'clock on Service Electric Channel 97. Or if you missed it, our program re-airs every night at 7 p.m.
Also, don't forget, you can now watch us on YouTube and also, for Wilkes Now, I'm Walter Blavis.
And I'm Allison Cibulka. Have a great week, everyone.